What happens to our consciousness? During sleep, when we close our eyes and drift into sleep, what really happens to our consciousness? Our body rests, yet the mind seems to embark on a journey of its own, traveling through scenarios that sometimes feel more real than waking life itself. Sleep is commonly seen as just a state of rest. But if that were the case, why does our mind create such vivid realities filled with events, conversations, and intense emotions? Could something deeper be happening during this time, something beyond the mere relaxation of the body? The brain doesn't shut down, it transforms. The idea that sleep is merely a period of rest is widely accepted, but it overlooks a crucial detail. Our brain remains incredibly active while we sleep. In fact, it enters a state of transformation. During sleep, especially in the REM phase, areas of the brain associated with visualization and emotions become highly active, while the region responsible for logic and decision-making, the prefrontal cortex, slows down its activity. In other words, while our body relaxes, our brain dives into a state of intense internal activity. The vivid dream images, deep emotions, and profound experiences we go through don't arise randomly. They are generated by these brain regions, which, when activated, transport us to uncharted territories of consciousness. Our brain enters an alternative mode, performing essential functions that don't occur in the waking state. During this time, memories are consolidated, and toxins accumulated throughout the day are flushed out, ensuring the nervous system functions properly. But what does this really mean for our consciousness? The fact that the brain doesn't fully shut down suggests that while we sleep, our perception of reality doesn't vanish. It simply transforms. Are dreams just illusions or gateways to another reality? If sleep were nothing more than rest, why are our dreams so rich and complex? Why do we experience such intense emotions in these states? Maybe what we call dreams aren't just random projections of the subconscious, but portals to a different dimension of human experience. Science suggests that dreams are created as part of the brain's process of information processing, emotional reorganization, and learning. But certain phenomena, such as premonitory dreams, déjà vu sensations, and even sleep paralysis, raise intriguing questions about the true nature of dreams. The enigma of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a fascinating and often terrifying phenomenon. In this state, a person wakes up but finds themselves unable to move or speak. Even more intriguing is the fact that many who experience this condition report sensing strange presences in the room, shadowy figures, and even out-of-body experiences. The conventional explanation suggests that sleep paralysis occurs when the brain wakes up before the body, still maintaining the natural paralysis that prevents movement during dreams. But is this the only possible explanation? Or could consciousness in these moments actually be crossing a boundary between realities? The connection between dreams and the multiverse. Could it be that when we dream, we are accessing alternate versions of reality? The multiverse theory, widely debated in physics, suggests the existence of countless parallel dimensions where different versions of our own lives might be unfolding simultaneously. If this is true, dreams could be more than just subconscious manifestations. They might be windows into these parallel worlds. Many dreamers report the feeling of visiting places that seem strangely familiar, despite never having been there before. Others describe experiences so vivid that upon waking, they feel as if they truly lived those moments. And what if, instead of being mere creations of the mind, dreams are glimpses into other realities where we also exist? Sleep as a portal to the unknown. Whether through dreams, sleep paralysis, or the unexplainable sensations we experience while asleep, one thing is certain. Consciousness doesn't shut down during sleep, it expands. During this time, we are taken to uncharted territories of the mind and possibly of reality itself. Sleep might be more than just rest. It could be a journey into dimensions that challenge our understanding and invite us to question the very nature of existence. What do you think? Have you ever had dreams that felt more real than waking life? Comment below. I would love to hear your story. The expansion of consciousness during sleep. When we sleep, does our mind truly rest, or is it venturing into hidden dimensions? Far from simply shutting down, the brain enters a state of intense reorganization, rebuilding connections, processing memories, and possibly accessing realities beyond what our conscious mind can comprehend when awake. Sleep is not just a phase of disconnection, but a moment of profound transformation. Our consciousness may be expanding, exploring unknown territories, and reaching layers of reality that go beyond our ordinary perception. But why? If sleep were merely a biological mechanism for rest, why does the brain maintain such intense and enigmatic activity? DMT and the possibility of new realities. One of the greatest mysteries of sleep is the production of a substance called DMT, dimethyltryptamine. This molecule, known for inducing psychedelic experiences when ingested, is naturally produced by the brain and reaches elevated levels precisely during the REM phase of sleep. Few people know that DMT is not just related to hallucinations. It may play a fundamental role in the construction of our dreams. This substance could explain why we feel such vivid emotions while dreaming, why we see impossible scenarios, and in some cases, why we even encounter mysterious entities that seem more real than waking life itself. This leads us to a thought-provoking question: if DMT can transport us to these altered states, are dreams mere creations of the mind or portals to other dimensions of consciousness? Precognitive dreams. Can the brain access the future? One of the most intriguing and unexplained sleep phenomena is precognitive dreams, those in which a person anticipates a future event that later materializes in reality. Accounts of precognitive dreams have existed for centuries. People describe details so specific that when the events unfold, it doesn't feel like coincidence, but rather a genuine connection to the future. Abraham Lincoln, for instance, is said to have dreamed of his own death shortly before his assassination. The precision of the details and the tragedy that followed raise an unsettling possibility. Could our consciousness, during sleep, access information that transcends linear time? But how could this be possible? Is the brain merely reorganizing memories or tapping into fragments of a future reality? Sleep and the illusion of time. If our dreams can truly reveal future events, it suggests that during sleep, our mind is not bound by time in the way we perceive it when awake. Perhaps while we sleep, our consciousness escapes the constraints of linear time and enters a state where past, present, and future coexist. This idea challenges our understanding of reality, hinting that time may not be as rigid as we assume. If sleep allows us to access information beyond the present, what else could we be experiencing without realizing it? Sleep paralysis, a state between realities. Another intriguing phenomenon is sleep paralysis, a distressing experience in which a person wakes up but finds themselves unable to move or speak. What makes this state even more unsettling is that it is often accompanied by the sensation of an unseen presence in the room, something unknown watching closely. Many describe shadowy figures, dark silhouettes pressing on their chest, or even the sensation of being pulled out of their own body. Science explains sleep paralysis as a misalignment in the transition between sleep cycles. But why do so many people report the same terrifying experiences? Are we merely dealing with a trick of the brain, or could we be touching a reality that is usually hidden from us? sleep as a portal to the unknown. All of this leads us to a central question. What really happens to our consciousness when we sleep? The intense brain activity, vivid dreams, possible glimpses of the future, the production of DMT, and even sleep paralysis suggest that sleep is far more than just rest. Perhaps our mind does not shut down at night. On the contrary, it may be traveling through dimensions we have yet to understand. What we call dreams might actually be portals to experiences that defy logic and expand our perception of reality. If this is true, it means that every night, without realizing it, we explore a universe of infinite possibilities. The feeling of not being alone during sleep paralysis is one of the main reasons why many people believe they are being observed by an entity or an unknown force. The conventional scientific explanation suggests that sleep paralysis occurs when the brain wakes up before the body, but still maintains the natural REM sleep paralysis, a mechanism that prevents us from physically acting out our dreams. However, this neurological explanation alone does not fully account for the intense and terrifying experiences reported by those who go through it. During sleep paralysis, many people describe sensations that go beyond what could be considered a simple sleep disorder. The feeling of being trapped between two worlds, where reality and dream seem to merge, raises intriguing questions. The presence of shadowy figures, indistinct silhouettes, and the impression of being watched by something invisible create a disconnection from physical reality, suggesting a fascinating possibility. What if sleep paralysis is not just a neurological glitch, but a moment of transition for consciousness? Perhaps in these moments our awareness temporarily detaches from the body, entering another state of perception or even accessing a parallel reality. Many associate sleep paralysis with experiences such as astral projection or expanded states of consciousness, where the separation between the physical body and the mind becomes thinner. If this is true, these moments might be portals to a perception beyond what we experience when awake. But are we truly closer to another dimension during these moments? Are these experiences merely brain malfunctions or glimpses of a consciousness that operates on a level we have yet to understand? Astral travel and lucid dreams, exploring other dimensions of consciousness. The experiences of astral travel and lucid dreaming have been widely debated by those who believe that the human mind can transcend the limits of the physical body. In astral projection, the sensation of detaching from the body brings a profound sense of freedom, almost as if consciousness itself can travel through different realities, explore distant places, or even access planes of existence beyond the physical world. While science remains skeptical, countless reports throughout history and across various cultures point to an experience that challenges rational understanding. Lucid dreams, on the other hand, occur when a person realizes they are dreaming and gains control over their dream. In this state, the dreamer can alter scenarios, consciously interact with the dream environment, and even experience sensations that are impossible in the physical world. If we can be aware and take action within a dream, doesn't that suggest that consciousness is not strictly confined to our bodies? These experiences raise fundamental questions about the limits of the mind. Perhaps lucid dreams and astral projections are not merely creations of the brain, but portals to dimensions that exist beyond our everyday perception. Time in sleep. An illusion or another reality. While we're awake, time seems to follow a continuous and predictable flow. But in dreams, this perception changes dramatically. Many people report waking up from a dream feeling as if they had lived through hours or even days, only to realize that only a few minutes had passed in real time. In other cases, a long sequence of events appears to unfold within just a few seconds. This paradox suggests that time within sleep does not function in the same linear way as we experience it in waking life. If our minds can experience an entire lifetime within a dream lasting only minutes, could it mean that our perception of time in waking reality is merely a construct? Often, emotions felt in dreams linger with us for days, leaving impressions as deep as real-life experiences. This suggests that time may not be a fixed, immutable constant, but rather a fluid and malleable structure, dependent on the state of consciousness we are in. If this is true, then what is really happening to our minds when we sleep? Are we merely dreaming, or are we exploring a reality beyond the one we know? Time in dreams, an illusion or an alternate reality. The disconnect between physical time and subjective time in dreams suggests that, as we fall asleep, our consciousness enters a state that transcends the limitations of time as we understand it. When we sleep, our minds seem to break free from the linearity of waking time, allowing experiences that defy common understanding. Moments may feel like an eternity, while complex sequences of events unfold in mere seconds. This leads us to a fundamental question. Is time merely a construct of our perception, or is it something consciousness can shape freely when detached from the physical body? If temporal experience within dreams does not follow the same rules as wakefulness, could it mean that we are accessing realities beyond the traditional understanding of space and time? The multiverse and consciousness during sleep. This question leads us to another intriguing possibility. What if, when we dream, we are actually touching different realities? The theory of the multiverse, which suggests the existence of multiple universes coexisting simultaneously, could offer a new perspective on dreams. If our consciousness during sleep transcends linear time and interacts with different dimensions, then perhaps our dreams are not merely products of imagination, but rather windows into parallel realities. This idea challenges the traditional view that dreams are just internal creations of the mind. What if, instead, they are portals to alternative versions of our own existence? Modern physics has increasingly explored the possibility of multiple realities existing simultaneously. If time and space can branch into infinite possibilities, could it be that in our dreams, our minds access alternate versions of ourselves, living different choices, events, and experiences? Consciousness and the connection to other realities. From a spiritual perspective, this connection to other realities would not just be an expansion of the mind, but a reconnection with the cosmos and a greater truth beyond the individual ego. If dreams are more than just unconscious projections, they may be a way for our essence to touch other dimensions of existence. The sensation of déjà vu in dreams, that strange feeling of having already lived something we have never experienced in waking life, could be a clue that we are accessing fragments of other realities. This leads us to a deeper reflection. What we call reality may be just one of the multiple layers that our consciousness is capable of exploring. By examining the relationship between dreams and parallel dimensions, we begin to realize how vast and interconnected our being truly is. Dreams and the multiverse, a parallel with quantum physics. Interestingly, as science advances in understanding the mysteries of the universe, fascinating parallels emerge between quantum physics and dream experiences. Often, dreams transport us to places and situations so vivid and detailed that they feel real, and sometimes strangely familiar. But how could our minds spontaneously create such intricate scenarios with such richness in detail? Modern physics suggests that reality may be far more complex than we perceive. If multiple universes do coexist, it is possible that, in our dreams, we are momentarily connected to these other versions of ourselves, or to entire realities that exist beyond our conscious reach. Ancient spiritual traditions have long spoken of parallel worlds and astral planes accessible through sleep. Now, science is beginning to explore this possibility through a new lens. If all of this is true, then what really happens when we sleep? Perhaps we are only scratching the surface of what it truly means to dream. Dreams as portals to other dimensions. In various spiritual traditions, dreams are seen as much more than mere reflections of our daily lives or metaphors for our emotions. They are believed to be portals to other dimensions, accessible only when our consciousness is freed from the limitations of the physical body. This phenomenon suggests that, as we fall asleep, our perception expands into a reality where time and space are not fixed, but rather fluid and malleable. Here, the theory of the multiverse fascinatingly connects to the world of dreams. What if, instead of being mere creations of the brain, dreams were actual experiences in other versions of reality? Perhaps each dream is a glimpse into an alternative existence, a version of ourselves that we never lived in the waking world, yet one that still carries lessons, insights, and directions important to our current journey. Why do we forget most of our dreams? The human mind is incredibly complex, capable of storing and processing information in ways we still do not fully understand. Yet, one of the greatest mysteries of sleep remains. Why do we forget most of our dreams? The most common scientific explanation involves the hippocampus, the region of the brain responsible for memory formation. During REM sleep, it does not function in the same way as when we are awake, making it difficult for dreams to transfer into conscious memory. But what if there is something beyond this neurological explanation? From a spiritual perspective, some theories suggest that forgetting dreams may serve as a form of mental protection, preventing the conscious mind from becoming overwhelmed by intense or unsettling experiences encountered during sleep. If dreams are truly more than mere subconscious reflections, is this forgetting merely a biological mechanism, or could it be a natural barrier preventing access to something greater? Sleep as a portal for expanding consciousness. All of this leads us to a powerful conclusion. Sleep may be a portal for expanding consciousness. While we rest, our minds may access realities beyond our usual comprehension. This state of freedom invites us to question not only dreams, but also the very nature of reality, time, and existence itself. If dreams are more than fragmented thoughts, if they truly serve as windows into other dimensions, then perhaps our consciousness is not confined to a single body or timeline. Maybe we are something much greater, an entity capable of interacting with multiple realities and experiences, transcending the limits of common perception. Let's expand this journey together. If this reflection resonated with you, like and subscribe to our channel to continue exploring these mysteries. Share this video so more people can connect with this conversation, and leave a comment below with your experiences and thoughts. Thank you for being here with me. Take care and see you soon. Now, as we reach the end of this revealing expedition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for staying with us until the end. Your dedication and curiosity are the fuel that drives us to explore, demystify, and share these intriguing stories. I want to share something special with you. As a fan of the Map of Higher Self channel, you are about to embark on a unique journey of self-discovery and mental formation. I present to you the Map of Higher Self, a revolutionary ebook that will redefine your mental reality. As the creator of this content and leader of the Map of Higher Self channel, I'm sharing my deepest experiences and valuable lessons with you. Each chapter of this ebook is a reflection of my journey, filled with practical lessons I've lived and transformed into wisdom. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your journey towards self-knowledge and positivity today. Imagine yourself for a moment as one of the ancient explorers who ventured into unknown territories, guided only by the flame of curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Every piece of information, every symbol deciphered, is like a map leading us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. And just like those explorers, you too are now a little closer to the truth, carrying with you a new understanding of the forces that shape our world. Your presence here is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable contribution to a vibrant community of curious and knowledge-seeking individuals. Every view, every comment, every like is a step we take together toward a deeper and collective understanding. You are not just a spectator, you are a partner in this journey of discovery. So, as we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on today's revelations and prepare for the next steps. We will continue unraveling secrets, questioning established truths, and exploring the mysteries around us. Your participation is essential, not just for the growth of this channel, but for the expansion of our horizon of knowledge. Until the next discovery. And remember, the real power lies in questioning and understanding what is beyond the visible. And before you go, don't miss these 2 videos I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of wisdom with the amazing content our channel has to offer.